My soon-to-be ex-husband humiliated me on our wedding day and met his karma instantly. This is OKOP, the show where we read the craziest stories in the world. And this is Sophia. Sophia, what do you think is the karma? I'm Sam. Who do you think? How do you think he met his karma? How do you think he met his karma?
I think Karma walked in a red dress. And
Karma looking sexy though.
Karma is the god.
Karma's a what?
Taylor Swift joke.
Oh, do you listen to Taylor Swift?
I don't.
She's a
but
secret
everyone
Swiftie.
knows that song.
Yeah, I feel like I would know if you were a secret Swiftie. Swiftie.
Sifter.
We're all tongue-tied today. But you know who is not tongue-tied? OP, because they have a whole ass story for us. So this comes from Constant Nebula 1982. It has been 2 days since my wedding day. I'm already
in it.
I had already been with him for 4 years, 1 year of which I was engaged.
Mm-hmm.
It all started a few months earlier when I noticed my husband, Jake, watching prank videos.
Prank videos are the worst.
Prank videos are jank.
They're horrible.
Yeah.
Why? I've been watching a lot of those to get things for like thumbnails.
Oh, yeah?
And they're literally horrible.
What was the worst one you saw? Wait, actually, we'll get to it. I want to hear... Yeah, Sophia, okay, story time.
About the YouTube videos that I've been having to watch.
Among other things, these videos showed embarrassing photos of the bride being played on a projector in front of the whole room or the bride's face being smashed into the cake.
Oh, that's horrible. Do you know how much money makeup, like a full face of makeup costs?
I actually have no idea.
I also don't know, but it's expensive.
We know how much nails cost.
Nails, yeah.
From our nail video. Check that out if you haven't seen it already.
Yeah.
I think it's a common thing. Boys just want to prank their wives.
Stop it.
And gotta get divorced instantly.
She got all prettied up and she doesn't need her face in cake.
Okay, well, we don't know that's a prank yet, Sophia. He just laughed and said that he wasn't planning anything like that. I thought that was the end of it, but I kept catching him making strange arrangements with his friends. He suddenly wanted to choose the wedding photographer and the cake.
Yikes. I don't trust it. Seems
camera
like
here, camera here, camera here. That's
camera
a fake
in the cake.
Camera in the cake.
Hey babe, you don't care that our wedding video budget is like $3,000, do you?
Is that
wedding budgets are expensive?
I feel like
it can be up to 10 grand.
Well, if you
for
got
a
like
wedding photographer,
wedding photographer for a really good one, it can be up to 10 grand.
Yeah.
Brand.
But if you're trying to get like all the angles of the
I want
prank,
a documentary style wedding photographer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or hire us to make fun of your wedding. We'll sit in these chairs and roast you for 2 hours.
You're like, OP, female 23.
Cheated on his wife. Wait, what? I didn't hire you for this. Camera here, camera there, camera in the bedroom.
when you said documentary style, I'm just thinking of like old English photos, like of like hierarchy. Rich people.
Oh yeah. Of like the royal
style.
family. Yeah, that's the only documentary is that Riley's. I thought nothing of it and was just glad that he was helping me with wedding preparations.
So sad.
Stand-up guy.
Yeah, dude. The fact that he's like hasn't been helping her at all.
Yeah, and then it's like, what if I took on the responsibility of the cake?
And getting the multiple cameras and the whoopee cushion budget. Can that be mine too?
Itemized bill.
Yeah. Nevertheless, I reminded him the day before the wedding, if he did something like that, I would break up with him immediately.
Whoa.
When the day of the wedding came, everything went smoothly.
Okay.
Until the ceremony.
Oh, no.
Until the moment came when the cake was to be cut.
Uh-oh.
The whole room watched as I made the first cut. And the photographer stood in front of us with camera in hand. I'm almost imagining the photographer going like, yeah. Can't wait.
Suspense.
Suddenly, I felt a hand on the back of my head. And not like a warm embrace, like I'm going to pull you in for a kiss. No.
Like a basketball.
He was,
palm.
he was pushing me face first into the cake. Not only my makeup, but the whole wedding dress was ruined.
No.
And the whole room laughed. My husband, the loudest.
I hate this husband.
Damn. And he promised.
Yeah, he promised. She specifically told him, I'm going to break up with you if you do this.
Yeah.
Ruined not only the makeup, but the wedding dress, which is so expensive.
But what if it was really funny? Because a wedding dress, Because a wedding
The wedding
dress,
dr- the wedding-
you know, that has a price tag on that.
The
But that
bride-
prank, priceless.
The bride is the most important person.
I don't know. I think the photographer filming the pranks is the most
That's
important person in the
horrible.
wedding.
Oh my god, no. Are you
Are
pulling up
you
videos?
watching? Are you about to pull up some wedding
I
pranks?
just want to see how many
Yeah, did they
views
put
these
it-
are getting.
Did they put it online?
Well, what the?
Like, don't prank your wife on
Like
her
these
wedding
shorts
day.
go crazy.
That's
88
crazy.
million.
That's crazy. I mean, the views. Think of the views.
Crazy.
At that moment, the photographer took the photo, and Jake said that this was now our wedding photo.
What? Also, wedding cakes are expensive.
I know. You're just like ruining like
Yeah.
thousands
Three
of
things.
dollars right
yeah.
there.
It's a waste.
I turned around, slapped him in the face,
Whoa.
and ran out of the room in tears.
Yeah. Is that the karma?
I feel like
I feel like that's. I feel
I
like
feel
there's
like
more
there should be
karma coming.
more.
Yeah.
I feel like there's more karma coming.
That's so sad. That's so sad.
Thank God karma didn't take long to arrive and came in the form of his own brother. Brother?
Brother.
Brother, why have you forsaken me?
Oh, I was thinking like the scar.
Dude.
on the-
Okay, story time. I have a story about
Lion King?
Huntington, the billionaire that donated a garden.
Oh, I was thinking about Lion King.
That too. But okay, story time about Huntington.
Or brother, why have you forsaken from Prince of
Oh
Egypt?
my gosh.
Oh. we
Brother,
just watched
I
Prince
used
of
to know
Egypt.
your
like, the other-
brother.
We need to do another movie night.
So
That was
good.
fun.
That movie's great. I made them watch it. It's so good.
Sophia's making us watch all these religious movies.
What? She's making me watch scary movies.
Bro, she's trying to like indoctrinate us with like the opposite
I'm not
beliefs.
even religious. It's just
I
good.
ran to the toilet and started crying when I suddenly heard loud shouting from the hall. It was his brother, Frank.
Frank, that's my dad.
I could barely understand what he was saying, and when I left the toilet, he was waiting for me.
The brother?
Yeah, the brother.
He's like, let's get out of here.
Yeah, dude. And she's like, I just freshly pooped. I'm ready.
She just cried.
And probably pooped.
No.
Yep, she got rid of all the
never.
bad
Not in a
things.
wedding
Yeah,
dress.
she exhumed her body of
Oh,
cake
okay,
and,
I don't want to hear about this.
and poop.
Anyway, let's hear
Sophia,
about Frank.
everybody
Douche.
poops.
Stop it. Stop it.
He told me that Jake had something to tell me. Jake was shaking and apologized without looking me in the eye.
Oh my God, what did Frank do?
Frank told him
It's like,
to look me in the eye
Jake's
and
wearing a
apologize
trauma
again.
blanket.
Yeah, he's like, I'm sorry.
Oh, Frank, stand
That's a
up,
joke
guy,
from the preamble
said-
to the
they said
episode.
that,
I said Sophia looked like
yeah.
she was like
'Cause it
in
was
a
so
trauma
cold.
blanket after
Yeah.
being rescued from like a hurricane or something. And she's like recently orphaned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah. Pretty sad,
Yeah,
honestly.
pretty
I can't
sad
believe you would make
preamble.
light of that and like try to impersonate an orphan like that.
So sorry,
It's
guys.
really bad.
Okay. so
Frank told him, look me in the eye and apologize again. Even I was a bit scared of Frank at that
Whoa.
moment because I'd always thought of him as a kind and gentle man
Frank's kind until you make him mad.
until you make arouse the bear. That sounds
Arouse
weird.
the bear?
Anyway, I had never seen him angry before. Jack apologized again, and then Frank led us back into the hall, which was suddenly very quiet, and most of our families looked down at the floor a little embarrassed. Well, like, of course,
Yeah.
if you have like a full-on fight at your wedding, it's gonna be awkward for
Like,
everyone at the
The
wedding
bride.
ceremony.
So the sequence of events that I'm getting is pushed cake face,
Cake face.
slap,
New villain. Cake face.
running out in
Against the Joker.
tears,
Yeah.
brother on brother fight,
Mm.
and then
Brother.
brother,
To brother.
and then they all come back.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Looking, shaking.
It's a shit show. It's a shit show
Yeah.
right now. Like, I would imagine it would be very quiet.
It'd be an
What do you even
awkward
talk
wedding.
about? I don't know. The
Oh,
shit show.
That.
Yeah, you talk about that.
That is all
Hey,
you talk about.
If you wanted a wedding to be remembered,
Yeah.
this is it. The festivities were cut short, and I was taken home by Frank.
Frank.
Okay, conspiracy theory.
What?
Put it on. Come on. It's like a little yarmulke. Put it on. Leave it
I
on.
can't.
Why
It
did you
doesn't-
make it
oh,
so
there.
small?
Balance it. Put it go up in your head. It's gonna fall off. Stop. Quick. It's gonna fall out. I see it falling.
Just
All right,
go,
balance. Anyway,
quickly.
my conspiracy theory is Frank and OP are gonna get together.
I hope so. Frank seems like a stand-up guy.
Hey, he literally stood up
He
to
stood up.
the brother.
And stood up for the bride, hopefully
Yeah.
at the right moment. whenever
Okay,
she's
so
ready.
you agree with my conspiracy theory?
Yes.
Well, let's see if it's true. I was taken home by Frank because I was too angry with my husband and I didn't want to see him during the ride.
Yeah.
Frank apologized for blowing up like that. He's like, sorry, I had to see that side of me.
Sorry.
I'm usually kind of gentle, but you know,
it takes over
when I'm
me.
riled up, I just want to defend the woman I love. I mean, my brother loves. He explained that my husband was horrible, even back when he was a brother, and used every special occasion to humiliate Frank.
Whoa. Frank has some trauma.
Yeah. And you guys like have so much in common.
Yeah.
Whoa. When it was Frank's birthday, my husband would throw his cake at him and break his presents.
What the frick?
They were 25. No.
That's not a prank. That's just mean.
That's just mean. But back then, their parents always brushed it off, saying, that's just how brothers behave.
What kind of brothers?
Boys will be boys.
Boys.
So he had to endure every humiliation. But when he saw my husband bury my face in the cake, he was just fed up because he realized that my husband was just a bad person who got satisfaction from humiliating others.
Yeah.
Man is not making the case for OP to marry the husband.
Yeah. I feel like he should have brought this up sooner.
I feel like he's doing the classic Shrek, like, I object right now. But in like a comforting,
but after the
gentle
wedding.
way. Yeah.
The wedding's already happened.
I asked Frank if he thought it would be an exaggeration if I separated from my husband.
Frank's like,
what do you think? What do you think Frank said?
Frank's like, oh, wow, that's it. Yes.
Yes.
Do it.
And like, maybe you should like come live with me instead.
Yeah.
I feel like Frank is totally trying to swoop.
I don't know. We'll have to see.
I mean, he does seem better than
He seems better.
OP's husband.
Yeah.
Because according to him, I deserve better, and he didn't care how his brother felt about it because he had brought it on himself.
Mm-hmm.
Then he told me that if I needed help collecting my things, he would help me and gave me his number.
Whoa.
I'm just surprised they didn't have each other's number before.
I feel like
if you were getting married to a boy, I would, or girl, or dog, I would get that dog's number.
Yeah.
I feel like, that's like an important thing to have if you're
Dude, if you were dating someone, I would have their name, number, and address.
Yeah. No, I feel like
and
you
then I
gotta
would
have
confess
that.
my love to them and steal them from you.
I throw their face in a cake.
Yeah,
You're like,
I'm like, Sophia
growing
always
up,
smashed
she
my
always
presents.
did this.
Growing up, you deserve better. But right, like, I mean, you've had the number of every girlfriend that I've had.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
And they've all broken up with me. And Sophia's been hiding her phone. Who are you talking to?
No one.
Were you at her wedding?
I would never.
With my cousin. All right. And I decided to separate from him and file for divorce.
Nice.
And inform Jake and my family about it. Jake just told me not to do that.
Who's Jake?
Because it was a harmless prank.
Oh, the husband.
Yeah, Jake. It's Jake and Jack. No, Jake and Frank.
I thought it was Jack.
Jake just told me not to do that because it was a harmless prank. I was spammed by both his family and mine that it would be ridiculous to end our marriage over this. But I see it differently.
Yeah.
Maybe this broke the rose-colored glasses and she's realizing all of like...
the little pranks he pulls.
Yeah, all the little pranks he pulls. That's a Taylor Swift song. All the little pranks he pulls.
Are you saying like it actually is?
No, I'm just saying it could be. I could just see it being like a lyric. All my Swifties. Is that a song? Do I got something? Rick Rubin? Come in here. Tell me if I got a banger. You know Rick Rubin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been listening to his podcast with Owen Wilson. Really good.
Oh, that's all Sam can talk about.
What, Rick Rubin and the podcast?
Owen Wilson.
It's so good. Owen Wilson
Literally
talks
like
to
5
trees.
times a day.
All right, Owen Wilson. Okay, story time. If he does something like this to me, despite multiple requests not to do it, even after promising he wouldn't do it, then I can't trust him. No matter what he promises me.
Yeah, I agree.
I think it did break trust for sure.
Yeah, well, she told him. She said, I will break up with you if you do this. And then she's falling
If she
through.
doesn't break up with him,
That's
then she's a pushover.
Yeah.
You know? So she has to break up. She has to be a woman of her word.
Yeah.
I have to assume that the opposite can and will happen, and that he doesn't care at all how I feel about his decisions. This situation can be projected onto so many much worse situations where it would be important for me to be able to trust him.
Yeah.
His brother Frank seems to be the only one who supports me now, and I will go through with the divorce. Call me humorless, call me what you want, but I have given my reasons, and there is some relevant comments and a juicy update.
Ooh,
but Sophia, what do you think? Is it worth the divorce.
Yes.
Tell me why.
I think that if you tell your partner, you're like, hey, I do not want this to happen. Like, this is my day. I don't want you to do this to me. And then they do it anyway after multiple times being like, hey, don't do this, don't do this. That's just lack of trust, lack of respect. A red,
Some
a
might
whopping.
say a red flag. A whopping big fat red flag.
Red flag.
I agree. But I do feel like it is, I feel like Frank may have some
ulterior motives.
We'll
have to see.
Right? Like it's kind of,
I don't know. It seems like he's a good guy.
It does seem like he's a good guy, but
I wouldn't be surprised if they got together, but I think that's just because he's a good guy.
I do think it's generally bad form to tell someone whether or not to break up with someone.
That's fair.
Generally. And I think like if you do, you may have some ulterior motives.
Perhaps.
I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, like, should you tell someone to break up with someone?
But it seems like she was going to break up with him anyway. And she was like,
do you think this is a good idea?
Yeah,
like
no one was
would
on
I
her
be
side.
crazy?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, you wouldn't be crazy.
I think
so maybe that's
fair.
okay.
Yeah,
but he
because,
shouldn't
like,
say like, you should break. Like, what should I do? You should break up with them. That would be poor form.
But she said, should I break up with him?
Or maybe it wouldn't be. I want to know what you guys think. Put your
I
answers in
think
the comments.
I think it's what OP needed at the moment because no one was on her side.
Okay.
Except for Frank.
Well, let's get into the update and some relevant comments. John, red flag or green flag? He says that he is a walking red flag or is in his red flag era.
Dude, you know what? I heard some people that are named rhymes with producer Miley that they're in a similar era. So you know what? I'm gonna say green flag because we love those people who are so honest.
We love a self-aware king, and you know what we want you to be aware of?
What?
Our new red flag, green flag drop over at okop.show/shop.
That is right. You can enter your red flag era or green flag by purchasing one of 50 hats, hoodies, or overalls that we have as part of this merch drop that ends February 9th.
And what's great is if you decide to support the drop, you actually will be entered to be featured on the show and maybe even interviewed on the show.
That's right. So be a green flag and support your boys by going to okop.show/shop and grabbing your merch before it runs out or before February 9th.
10 trees says, stay strong. Honestly, I'd go no contact with those that are gaslighting you. Yeah. They are disrespectful too. Hugs. And OP responds, it's hard to go no contact with most of my family members, but I thought about keeping Frank around as a friend, even if he's the brother of my ex.
Yeah. Keep Frank around.
All right. And now let's get into the update.
Juicy update.
Juicy update.
Juicy.
Juicy. Many of you asked for an update, so here it is. Read the original post if you haven't already done that, you little sillies. Just kidding. We already read it for you.
Sillies.
Yeah. I added the little sillies.
Oh, I thought I was like, that's so good. I love that.
Yeah.
It was a lie.
Should we call the OK gang our little sillies?
No, I don't know if they would like that.
Would you guys like us to call you our little sillies?
Well, we still don't have a name for them.
We do. It's like we say like OK fam, OK gang.
OK fam.
They
okay
hated
gang.
it, teabags. But I like you little sillies.
What
Come on, you little sillies.
Peepers?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Okay, peepers.
OK peepers.
OK peepers?
Yeah, because they're peeping in the story.
Peepin'.
All right, which one do you like better? OK peepers or you little sillies?
Or OK peeps?
Or OK peeps?
Oh, like the
little peeps?
OK
around
peeps.
Easter?
Okay.
Aw.
Do you want OK peep? I think it's OK peeps or you little sillies.
That's so long.
You little
No, the sillies for short.
Yeah.
But you little sillies.
Okay.
Sillies. That's like 6 syllables.
Anyway, many of you pointed out that I could get an annulment. Don't ask me why I didn't think of this earlier, but after you guys pointed it out, I planned on doing that. And this is the first part of the story is January 3rd. This is January 8th.
So this is quick.
This is quick.
This is quick.
Haven't done it yet, but it will happen in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
It will probably be much easier than a divorce. With that being said, what happens now?
Yeah.
So a day after I wrote the original post, I went to Jake's apartment to get my stuff.
Yes.
I slept over at my best friend's house in the meanwhile. Of course, I also took up Frank's offer to help me getting my stuff. When we arrived there, he pleaded with me that it was just a prank and he didn't mean to hurt me. But the only thing I could think about is how he broke my trust and how I couldn't trust him now if he told me he didn't mean to hurt me. When he saw Frank, his face turned red and he yelled at Frank and accused him of poisoning me against him.
Whoa.
Don't worry, Jake. You did this to to yourself.
Yeah, not taking any responsibility, Jake. That's
Yeah.
why she's breaking up with you.
He argued with Frank for a while, and Frank confronted him with everything he did to him during his childhood.
Oh, Frank's like,
Frank's,
you know
Frank's
what?
unpacking the baggage.
Frank's digging deep.
He told Frank to grow a pair and that he should forget about what happened back then.
It seems like Frank did grow up hair, and
He's about to steal your bae. No, I'm kidding.
Oh no, he like confronted. Jake was the one shaking at the wedding.
Shaking?
Shaking.
Jake is the one shaking? Oh,
Yeah,
like a
Jake
little.
was the one
Yeah, that's true.
shaking.
Yeah. Where are your cojones, Jake? Ironic when he's the one who never changed and is just as bad as before.
Yeah.
He constantly tried to talk to me, but Frank stood in his way and talked over him.
Yeah.
And when we left, I saw how angrily he smashed the door. Apparently,
Smashed.
he now spread lies to his family that Frank tried to steal me from him,
Ooh.
which is kind of what we said.
But also
Yikes.
the ulterior motive might just be that he like hates Jake.
Yeah.
And he's like, this is it. I've been waiting for someone to realize that this guy sucks.
Maybe, yeah, actually, I could see,
Yeah.
like, maybe he doesn't care about
He
stealing.
does not care about OP. He's just like, wow, my brother
Sucks, and I want him to pay
I
for
want
everything he did.
karma.
Yeah, he broke my
Yes.
Lego set, my Harry Potter Lego set that no one wants to put in the middle anymore.
I'm
Well, it's
sorry.
just a
I
little
didn't
bit
know
more
you
aesthetic.
felt that strongly about it.
I like it, but I do like your gnome. The gnome is good.
Thanks. I made this gnome.
Luckily, I was able to see who he really was before it was too late. What a coincidence that after this incident, my family spammed me with messages as well about how we should talk to a therapist instead of breaking up over this.
Mm.
They only stopped when I threatened to cut them off too. I also didn't plan to share this with you, but so many people suggested it that I thought I could at least ask him. So after we got my stuff, I asked Frank out.
Oh. What? Ask Frank out?
Is that a
So
violation?
soon.
Of what?
I don't know, like something.
I think it's
Is it poor form? Is it a social
How?
faux pas?
Yeah.
I think it's quick.
Too quick.
Yeah.
Like normally I'm like
you literally were married and 5 days later you're like, all right, I'm ready to get back out there.
Usually I'm like, you know what? Like, you know, get out there. It's totally like nothing's too quick. It's just up to your timeline. But like
Is
5
that what
days?
you usually say?
With the
Yeah.
brother?
No, I'm like it depends on like the situation, you know yourself, but like 5 days.
5 days is like
5 days from your wedding.
I don't think
You were about to get married to someone.
Yeah, you were about to get married to someone.
I don't know if that's fair to Frank.
Yeah, I think I think Frank is. I mean, if someone broke up with someone to date me, I would be like, hold up, like spend some
But it
time with
doesn't
yourself
seem like-
first. See
yeah.
if this is actually what you want,
Yeah.
or is this just like because I don't want to be like the person that is just like there because you're lonely. You know?
Yeah, I don't want to be like a what's the word? Rebound.
What, Riley?
Nothing.
Riley has something to say.
I don't have anything to say.
Riley has something to say. What, Riley?
It's-
You're right. I'm just saying you're right. No one should ever be a rebounder, be there because they're lonely. They should
Yes.
respect themselves.
Amen.
All right, go ahead.
I feel like Riley
I was having
has
a
something to
moment.
say. Riley's smirking at me
Yeah.
all around. All right, okay, story time for Riley, calling me out
Oh,
on
God.
whatever he thinks. So,
Yeah.
but
But-
he rejected me, telling me he's
Oh.
already dating someone else.
What? Why does OP not know anything about Frank?
I don't know.
Like, they don't have each other's
Why is
number.
Frank is a mystery?
Frank shows up to the wedding. Maybe this is the first time they've ever met.
Yeah,
Uh,
and she's like, I want to date that guy.
yeah, and he's like, I'm so sorry. I truly wasn't trying to hit on you. I
just
I had to
wanted
get through this thing
vengeance.
with my brother. I am dating someone.
Yikes, bro.
Yeah.
That's a harsh rejection. Literally just got divorced and now just got rejected.
Yeah.
I just wanted to tell you this so you can stop asking. But honestly, I'm also kind of glad this was his answer because it means he didn't just help me because there was a malicious intent behind it, but more because he is simply a good person.
Yeah. And also wanted revenge.
And also wanted to revenge on his brother. Regardless, I told him about my post here and Frank told me he read many of your comments.
Ooh.
He said he liked your comments and that you made his day. I thought you might want to know this. This is probably the first and last update of this. I just want to get this behind me and look forward, but thank y'all for your support. Well, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think? Do you think it ended well and how it should?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm glad that Frank they didn't get together. Together. Honestly, I think that was I think that would have been a little too much for both. Of them.
Agree.
It's,
Agreed.
Yeah.
Okay, some
Frank
okay
got
story
his
times.
vengeance.
Frank got his vengeance, which is great. OP got
to-
out of a bad
out of a
relationship.
bad relationship. Yeah.
I feel like you were trying to say that at the same time. Out of a bad, finish each other's sandwiches.
Oh, you were doing the little.
Yeah, from Frozen. Okay, so a quick on Huntington billionaire
dude.
dates.
That
So
was so cute.
all right, dude. I just went to I did mushrooms with like a really good friend at the Huntington Gardens, which is this place in LA that is magical and mystical. And basically there was this billionaire that donated the whole thing. And when you go to the Huntington Gardens, they play this little video of like, what is the history?
Mm-hmm.
And this dude was like, he like inherited some wealth, and like his uncle was like the great railroad baron of whatever.
Those railroad barons.
And yeah, they were wealthy. And so his uncle died, widowing his wife, Annabelle. And he was with his wife, and I think his wife died too. And then he married his uncle's wife. Is that whack? Is that weird?
Kept it in the family. I mean,
is that weird or whack?
Okay, I think by today's standards, weird.
He married his uncle's wife. It's
think, yeah.
like it feels, but they stayed together the rest of their life.
No, I think that's weird by today's standards. Like, if someone came to me today and was like, "I married my uncle's wife," I'd be like, "That's weird."
I like let's interview you on the show.
I guess that's like a like in that new How You Live or / Boy and the Heron. Like the part of the movie is that the
you understood that movie
in a dreamlike sense, in a
I
metaphorical
dreamt about
sense.
marrying my uncle's wife.
No, but like part of it is that the main boy's dad, after the main boy's mom dies, his dad marries his mom's sister. So his aunt.
His dad marries his mom's.
The boy, not his mom's.
Yeah.
So the dad marries his sister-in-law.
Mm.
But apparently that's like a thing in certain cultures, because like it's like
You don't want your family to be like alone.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, something about that. So like maybe it was a thing about that. I don't know. But by today's standards, I'd be like, interesting.
I don't know. Would you marry
your aunt?
Your uncle? Would you marry your uncle? Yeah, your uncle.
No, it's your aunt.
Well, your
marry your
uncle's
aunt's
wife.
husband.
Well, which is still your your.
Oh dang!
Get fucked, bro.
But it's like,
an uncle not by blood, uncle by marriage. Would you marry your uncle or aunt by marriage? Put your answers in the comments below. Would you, Sophia?
No. No.
Cursed question. Yeah, see, I couldn't imagine marrying any of my aunts.
No.
Wow, kind of weird. Right? But I don't know. Huntington's got it like that. And then also on the ex-girlfriend. So my ex-girlfriend got married recently to like a 50-year-old man. He's old as fuck, but he was like in movies and TV shows or something. So he still got it like that. And she invited my cousin. And so I was wondering if Sophia got invited too.
I was not invited.
She was not invited.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
And
have
my cousin
gone.
went.
Yeah.
What'd they say?
I don't know. My mom showed did everyone saw the Facebook photos, and I did not look.
Yeah, I did see the photos.
Everyone saw them.
I saw it on Instagram though.
Yeah, see, they're still following each other on Instagram.
I just don't unfollow.
See, Sophia,
anyone.
I'm just saying, Sophia knows all of my ex-girlfriends.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
But that's not because like I mean I don't know if I still follow her. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Sophia's commenting on
But
every
you
photo.
said
No, I don't follow her.
You don't?
I follow our cousin who posted. Yes.
Whack.
No, wait, is that true? Maybe that's not true.
It might be true. I could see you following her.
Yeah.
Sophia has a great relationship with all of my ex-girlfriends.
Aw. How's
I mean, I don't
blank
talk to
doing?
them.
Actually, except for one, but you didn't.
I
really
don't
date
talk
her.
to any of them.
Wait, except for who? Oh, well, that was only like a month. But I think
Dude,
you talked to Ashley.
I miss Ashley.
Yeah, I texted her the other day. She's
I
awesome.
don't follow her, but you know who does?
Who?
Mom.
Of course. Of course, my
That's
mom.
probably because she
still.
doesn't use Instagram though.
She does use Instagram. She comments
Not
on your
really.
photos.
Yeah, but like she doesn't use it enough to the
Wait.
point like where she would.
Bro,
actively-
mom's keeping tabs on all of my ex-girlfriends.
Does your mom do that too and like give you little updates like, oh my gosh, this person's doing this?
Yeah, she does. She really does.
My mom does too.
Yeah.
Mom's like,
my mom's like wingmanning me towards my wife.
Well, anyway,
that's what she's
the
doing
point
right now.
of this is that I don't follow your ex-girlfriend.
oh yeah.
Not that one, but you might do the other ones.
Probably. But you but also like you tried to get me to hang out with one in New York. So like I feel like that's
Oh yeah,
fine.
I did.
It didn't work out though. I was free.
First of all, I wasn't like, Sophia, hang out with her. Sophia was like, hey, do you know anyone that's in New York that I can hang out with? And I'm like, oh, you can hang out with my ex-girlfriend. So I texted her.
Who was very nice. I liked her.
Yeah, you made that sound like I was like, hang out with my ex-girlfriend.
I like her. She's nice.
Freaking
She's nice.
weird. No, I was trying to be a nice big brother.
No, that wasn't in like a weird way. It was like
it sounded like you were making me out to be a weirdo.
You were making me out to be like, oh, I'm friends with all of your ex-girlfriends. That's not the case.
That is exactly the case.
Not the case.
Anyway, and then lastly, Owen Wilson. I listened to the
he's talking about it all the time.
Yeah, Owen Wilson will talk to trees and stuff.
Aw.
Oh, did we water these today?
You water them weekly.
Watering time.
We haven't watered them in a week, right?
Yeah.
We got them a week ago.
It is weekly.
How did that go into your head?
Because I was
Plants.
thinking about
And he was
talking to
talking to
trees.
trees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, I should talk to this guy.
What?
And it was like, hello, I need Riley, please.
No, you're just making it talk. You're not
Feed
talking
me.
to it.
No, I am. I'm
Feed me
talking to it. Do you need
Seymour.
any water? And it's like, yeah, I do.
Well,
Mhm.
my story time was that I've been watching a lot of the prank videos
Oh yeah.
to find to do thumbnails. And
Sophia has been killing it on the
Thank
thumbnails,
you.
by the way.
thank you very much.
We have this whole little OKOP universe that's going on behind the
Yeah.
scenes. No one knows about.
The OK universe. It's the
It's
metaverse.
getting pretty complex.
Yeah, there's a lot of dynamics going on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What was I saying?
For
I've been
prank
watching
videos.
these videos and they're insane. There's a lot of like, I pranked my girlfriend by pretending that I was sleeping with someone, like their best friend. And then it's like, and there was, most of them look fake. Like most of them are like, the person comes in, they're like, what is going on here? But there was this one video where it was like me and my my best friend's girlfriend pretended to be like caught sleeping together in bed. And so it's like them pretending like rustling the sheets and stuff. Yeah. And then the boyfriend, like the best friend / boyfriend walks in and he like literally is like, and then walks out like devastated. Like he literally is like crying.
That's so
and like
sad.
he walks out and he like literally leaves the house. Like he doesn't like, I don't even think he said anything. He's like, and he's like, no, I don't want to talk. And then they have to like go and convince him that it was fake. And he like literally, he's like, like it's so sad. I'm like, Jesus,
Or
you guys
he's
are
just
horrible.
a really good actor.
Or he's a really good actor.
yeah, and man needs an Academy Award.
Yeah, I did watch it on 2x speed, so it might have taken.
That's
but-
so rough.
No, I was
Also,
like, these are
great
horrible
alibi. If you're ever cheating with someone, just
You're
film
like,
it.
it's a prank.
Film it. It's like,
film it.
Yeah, film it. See,
Always
it's a
film a
prank the whole
sex
time.
tape.
Yeah, always film a sex tape, and right before the sex tape starts, like, we're about to film a prank. Bro, we're just
Start
giving
clapping
ideas
cheeks.
to all the cheaters in the world right
It's
now.
horrible. No, but it's truly like horrible. Like, the prank video. And then there's also a lot of prank videos where like people will go up and try and break up relationships. Like they'll go up to couples on the street and be like, "You're cheating on me," and then the
John?
girlfriend is like, "Why are you doing
those
that?"
ones.
Like that's crazy too.
I've seen those, but John and Naima's one of their favorite.
I've also watched a lot of those. The I know air roll or whatever.
The loyalty test.
Yeah.
I
Which
feel like
I
that's a
don't know-
public service, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I don't know if those are real because they feel
Fake.
a little fake at
Mm.
times. But also, I'm like, how does he know so many people?
You know? Yeah.
Is he sending out a casting
No one
call?
can know that many people.
That's too many people.
Well, I remember when I was filming the 100 New Friends stuff, people were like, "Oh, this is fake," and like would like everyone thinks everything on the internet is
That's
fake.
true. That's true.
But that to be clear, it was like 100% real.
yeah,
But I think it
that's true.
was true.
Well, a lot of this is fake.
Yeah, this is all fake.
This is all
Sophia's a
fake.
paid actor. She's not even my sister.
Yeah.
We facially reconstructed someone to look
No.
exactly like me.
They found me on the internet and they just saw I looked
Yeah.
so much like Sam.
Like, let's just bring her in and say that she's our sister.
Yeah.
It's worked.
Anyway, speaking of things that look alike, what is your next story going to be like?
That was the worst segue we've ever done.
Come on, man. I'm trying here. What was that evil laugh? Go read me the next story. Let's hear it. All right, hit it, Pia.
I married my sister's ex.
Bruh.
Am I the a-hole? This is OKOP, home of the craziest true stories on earth. I'm Sophia, and Sam is OP the a-hole.
I feel like it's bad form to
What's going
hook
on
up with
hair?
your sister's ex. What? What's wrong with it?
It's got like such a high coop.
Why? It's such a high poof. It's quafted in a
Quaff,
weird.
that's what I was looking for.
It's a quafted.
Quaff.
Man, I'm just trying to respond to your question. I wasn't prepared to be assaulted with
Sorry, it's OP the
insults.
a-hole.
I'm gonna say yeah. I feel like it's bad form to hook up with your family's ex.
Yeah.
And also I think it'll make it weird.
Yeah. There's a movie about this.
What is it called?
Well, actually, I don't know if they get together.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called.
Thanks for that wealth of information. There's this movie. I don't know what it's called or what it's
There's
about.
surely a movie
I'm
about
sure
this.
there's surely a movie. It was like when we
you.
were playing in Anomia and someone was like, I think it was you, where you were, it was like, name a zombie movie, and you're like,
That wasn't me.
zombies.
That wasn't me. But someone else was like, zombies. And there was a movie.
They're like, surely there's a movie named Zombies.
There was.
And
They
there
were
was.
right. They were right. Well, let's hear more.
Dan in real life. That's a movie about this.
What?
Dan in real life.
Yeah.
Who's Dan?
Who's
And why
Dan?
is
It's
he in
Steve
real life?
Carell. It's really good. It's very
Oh, okay.
underrated.
So Major Contact 4009 says, me, 27 female, and my sister, 29 female, have been fighting recently for something that I thought got resolved a long time ago.
There's lore a long time ago in a
I've deba-
faraway land.
I've debated posting for like a week now, but figured someone not directly involved would be good to hear from. A couple months ago, I married my husband, Gregory,
Gregory.
29 male.
First of his name.
Gregory the First.
Chainbreaker.
After being together for 4 years. We met each other working at the same office, and I developed this huge crush on him. I was pretty sure he was into me too, so I decided to bring it up to my sister, Alicia. Alicia and Greg had dated in middle school when they were both 13ish, and because it had been so long at such a
Middle
young age,
school.
I didn't think there would be an issue. Yeah,
All
if
right.
that's the I
Cons-
dated my sister's ex.
Conspiracy theory. I think it's going to be an issue.
If that's the I dated my sister's ex, then that doesn't count.
Yeah, come on.
Middle school
Middle school.
relationships don't count.
All right, when does it count? When does a relationship start to count?
High school.
High
But
school?
like also if it high school only if it's been a year.
A year or
Well-
more.
Well,
A
I
year or
dated a chick
more.
in middle school and it was like a year and a half.
Really?
Did it go into high school?
Then that doesn't count.
Yeah, I feel like it's
I
more
think middle
like
school relationships don't
like
count.
I
I'm
would
sorry.
like I'm thinking about some of the girls that I dated, and if like one of my friends wanted to date that girl, like, and I dated her maybe under 3 months, and
Yeah.
I think I would be okay with that.
In middle school specifically.
Yeah, especially in middle school. But even like
Especially in
even
middle
if it
school.
was like in the last like couple years,
Mm.
Yeah,
I would be
don't
like,
know.
oh, like we only dated a couple months, like. But
Yeah.
also, you could go very deep in that time too.
Yeah. No, wait, how long did they
Yeah,
say how
you
long?
can.
All right, Riley, that's not what I meant,
Yeah.
you little dog.
No sex joke. Pull it up the sign.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
sex joke. Yeah,
Well, I
Riley,
get the-
freaking censor yourself, dog.
Censor. I didn't think it would be an issue, but I still wanted to check. I didn't want to accidentally start dating some long lost love of her life or something, so I thought I would clear the air by asking. She seemed a bit surprised because I don't think she was expecting to hear about her middle school ex-boyfriend randomly so many years later.
Yeah, you never do.
You never do. But after we talked for a bit, she said she didn't really care. So
Do you
I
have
thought,
a middle school crush?
of course I had a middle school crush.
Who?
There's so many.
Who would name one?
No.
I'll name one of mine.
No, they might see it.
We'll bleep it. I'll name
Yeah.
one
I'm
of
trying
mine.
to think of one that
Georgina St. John's.
Yes,
Oh,
that's
that's such
true.
a good name. Wait, is your middle school crush different than your elementary crush?
It was all like one thing.
It what? So yours
Yeah,
is
because
both?
it was
It
K
would
through
go,
eight.
yeah, it would go K
go.
through 8.
It was K through eight.
All right, who's yours?
I want. Well, I'm not gonna name their. I'm not gonna.
Why
dox
not?
Them.
No,
Yeah.
no.
It's
We're
just for
gonna
us.
we're
It's
gonna
just
bleep
for
it.
us.
We're gonna bleep it.
What?
Who?
No, I can't
Say his last name. It's so
No,
good.
Say his
we
last
have to
name.
bleep it.
We will.
Wait.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he
did
was
I-
everyone's middle school crush.
Did I meet?
I don't know. He left 5th grade.
Oh, of course you choose the person that left.
Well, yeah.
Who's the person that you carpooled with all the time? That lived down the street?
Daniel?
Daniel.
I didn't have a crush on him. He's my
Damn.
friend.
Rough.
Wow, platonic.
What? You can have friends.
What's he up to now?
He actually he's living in New York and he works at, I want to say a baseball stadium because my friend has seen him multiple times. And she's like she left also in 5th grade and went to the same school.
Oh, really?
Until end of high school. No, that's not true.
Is he still
Until
hot?
middle of high school. No.
No, he's not still
That's
hot?
mean. No, don't get that. That's
Man
mean.
went downhill.
That's mean. Don't do that. I
We're
feel
going to
bad.
bleep his name.
Yeah.
That's true. Bleep the whole name though.
Yeah. Really.
Yeah, bleep the whole name, please. Because that's mean. Oh, yeah. I won't give any more details because I don't want to be mean.
Yeah,
I personally don't think.
Yeah, he's not your type.
He's not my
Sophia
type.
has like a very crazy type. Like she's not into any of my friends.
Sorry.
Isn't that a good thing though? Isn't that a good thing for you?
Well, I
Don't you
mean,
sleep good
What
at
is
night
going on
knowing
with your
that?
hair?
like some of my friends, like I'm like, oh, like I could see Sophia dating them. You know?
Sam keeps trying to set me up with his friends.
Well, I just think some of them are cool.
Sam, your hair
He's
is
just trying to
all
get
over
another
the
bro.
place. You've
Yeah,
got like
exactly.
2 little like horns.
I want to make
Let
sure I
him
get
live.
along with whoever Sophia
Look at his
dates.
hair.
Let him live.
Let me live.
Okay.
That would look weird.
Now, if we start talking about your hair, would you feel offended?
Yeah.
No, I would
Sophia,
love-
your
How would
par's
you
not in the
feel?
middle.
If it wasn't, I would like thank you. Please tell me. Is it?
It looks great. Let's go. Come on.
Where
Yeah.
was
See, I only bring Sophia up. She stares me down.
No, I would love to know.
Yeah.
It's important.
Call me ugly. Like,
I didn't. Bleep that. Or bleep the name. So I thought, cool. I have the go ahead. I thanked her and moved on with things. And a little while later, me and Greg got together.
nice.
It's never seemed to be an issue before recently. We hit all the milestones and she seemed happy for us. When he met my family again, they were a bit surprised, but things were fine.
Like, we've seen this kid before.
Yeah, we know this kid.
Yeah.
My sister was even one of my bridesmaids and seemed happy for me the entire time. Like I haven't really thought of them dating in forever because it no longer seems relevant. I mean, she has a husband at this point, so it doesn't seem like a middle
Oh,
school
she has
boy.
a husband.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's yeah. It doesn't.
But she's
seem,
like the one that got away.
so it doesn't seem like a middle school boyfriend would be something to dwell on. It wouldn't be.
It wouldn't be.
You would think.
You would think.
We were with
But
my
then you're
fam-
at a baseball game and then it's all reignited
It's
all
all over.
at once.
No, you also have to bleep the baseball thing.
What?
'cause
No, you
that's
can't
too
believe the
many.
baseball thing.
No,
There's
like,
so many guys that work at baseball
I'm going to say
stadiums.
football.
There's so many
Let's
guys that
pretend that
work
it's
on
a
He could be
football
a
game.
baseball player.
Bro,
No one
Let's say-
knows.
the chances of him watching this specific
I would feel
episode
so mean.
are no.
I personally,
You just think it's not your type.
he's not my type. Yeah,
He's not your
yeah,
type.
yeah, yeah,
But he was at a younger
So many
age.
people aren't your type.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not.
It's
you,
nothing to do. It's
me.
not you.
So it didn't seem like a middle school boyfriend would be something to dwell on. We were with my family this Christmas and things were going just as fine as they usually are until my sister started handing out the presents she had gotten. Now, we don't get each other presents every year and people in my family typically aren't buying special presents for people they're not close to. So the in-laws don't get screwed or anything because they didn't buy every individual cousin a gift.
Mm.
But during my wedding planning, she said she wanted to get me something special for my first Christmas as a married woman. So it took me off guard.
Ooh.
I looked sort of confused for a second, but I didn't want to be a bee on Christmas, so I just smiled and watched everyone open their gifts. Lots of circumstances could cause someone to not be able to get a gift, so it was fine. But after she finished handing things out, she looked at me and said I wasn't getting anything because I had taken enough.
What?
That's crazy.
Damn.
What?
That's crazy.
That is so dastardly.
Wow.
You're not getting anything. You've taken
No
enough.
Christmas presents for you. 'Cause
And
you
like the husband's
yeah.
just standing there like, honey,
Like, I
are you
didn't-
talking about your middle school crush who works at the baseball field?
Yikes. I asked her what she meant because, huh?
Yeah.
And she said, I didn't have to be so weird to plot. Oh, what? She said I didn't have to be so weird to plot to take Greg from her. I'll admit I had
Girl,
a crush
you're
on him.
married.
That's crazy.
Man, the
How did she
husband.
take Greg? I'll admit I had a crush on him when I was 11, but I didn't plan my life around dating him one day. I grabbed her and pulled her into the other room and we started yelling at each other. I definitely said some nasty things because If she had an issue, why wouldn't she bring that up when I directly asked her?
Because she probably felt like it should not matter.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
like probably over
and
time
then she
she
saw
realized
Greg. She was like, wow, I'm not over Greg.
yeah, damn. He's
Dude.
looking fine.
I just
Yeah.
want to know, how was Greg feeling about this?
Well,
Yeah.
because
we'll
Greg's
find
like, wow, I'm having sisters fight over me.
Yeah,
drama.
Greg's a hot piece of ass.
We both wound
I
up.
feel bad for the husband
we'll give me a
of the
second.
sister.
We both wound up leaving my parents' house early, and her husband seemed super pissed.
Of course.
Yeah, I
He's
would
like,
be.
you took my middle school boyfriend away from
Yeah.
me. And he's like, honey,
I'm right
what
here.
about I'm right here.
What about our
Me.
current relationship?
Yeah.
My mom texted that she was disappointed we fought at Christmas, which, yeah, I get, but it's not like I did it intentionally. She's telling whatever family members will listen about how I stole her boyfriend, and so they're mad at me. And I don't feel like I could be the a-hole, but also
she's
I can't tell.
married.
She's married.
She's married.
married.
How can you steal a boyfriend from someone who's married?
She's married. That's crazy. Greg's super pissed because she's been trying to message him about this, and he doesn't get why this is such an issue. Why is she trying to message him about it? What?
Wait, the
what could she-
sister?
Yeah. What could she possibly be saying?
Yeah, like,
Like,
let's
my
get back
sister-
together.
Yeah. Yeah. What?
don't date my sister. You're my property.
Weird. I've tried to speak with her a couple times, and I brought up how I asked her already for permission, but she says I took her off guard. So am I the a-hole?
Am I the a-hole? No.
Yeah, no.
Like, OP
No.
did everything right.
Opie asked their sister, and then
Yeah, like she, like
Yeah.
honestly, a middle
wouldn't-
school dating thing, like
I
you don't
need
even
to ask.
really need to ask.
No,
but
but
I think it,
yeah.
I think it is the good thing to do.
It's a nice thing.
And she didn't say anything.
She didn't say anything.
And like if she's like, no, you can't date him. He's my love of my life. Like that's weird in
That's
the context of one, that being your middle school boyfriend, and two,
To your
you
husband,
being
you're married.
married,
You're actively
Yeah.
married.
actively married. I mean, it
Yeah.
doesn't seem that active if she's that broken up about it.
Yeah,
Honestly,
that's weird.
I think there's two things that I want to know. I want to know how the sister's husband feels.
Yeah.
And I want to know how Greg feels. Like I need more
It's
info
like
on
they're both
those.
pissed.
I'm hoping in the update there's like
Yeah.
some juicy
Well, there's some relevant
details.
comments.
Also, I'm curious for anyone in the comments, like, do your middle school crushes still hold like weight? Like do you think about those
Well,
people?
I will say it's not just the crush; they did date, but I still don't.
okay,
think
yeah,
that-
your middle school.
boyfriends,
boyfriend and girlfriends.
partners.
I didn't
I don't
date
think
anyone
it's-
until high school.
I don't think middle school, unless it progresses into high school. I don't know if it.
I did play kissy tag in kindergarten with
That's
Maya Maloof.
That was a big thing in kindergarten.
Yeah.
How
I
did
didn't
that go
realize that
down?
the end goal was to kiss the person though, so I thought we were just playing tag.
Oh yeah, no, we were playing the kissy tag. I remember we kissed in the like there's that circular slide that's completely
Yeah, everyone
covered.
did that. I didn't know that was the end goal.
It
I
was
thought we were
great.
just running around.
What a great game.
We can play it here.
I
in.
see.
Come
I
over
would
here,
have.
Riley.
I would have preferred tag a bit, but whatever.
Too bad.
Relevant comments. Mysterious Win 2051 says she started dating him at the age of 13. Right? What age did they break up and why? OP says they dated for less than a year, so they were probably around 14. And from what they both told me, they just sort of got bored of the relationship and
Yikes.
stopped talking as much before Greg eventually broke things off.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Greg was the one that broke things off.
Yeah.
You did say that like 13, 14 is into high school. So
Not
now
necessarily.
14 is definitely high school for sure. You were 14 in high school.
Because
You were
4
14 in
years
high
later, you were 18 when you graduated.
It's true. It's true. Yeah. Well, yeah.
So I
But it
think
was less
I think
than
it
a
counts
year.
more. But I think it still counts as a relationship. Not that changes anything,
They might
but
have been old.
Well,
They might have been old eighth
How-
it was
graders.
old
probably
is
their
OP?
first love.
yeah, exactly.
That's why she's like so
Yeah.
hard about it.
Yeah.
But how old are they?
Right now?
Currently, I
Yeah.
believe OP's
27, the
27.
sister is 29.
yeah.
That's
Greg's
so
29.
old.
That's
I
yeah.
mean, it's like, come on.
Yeah, come on. Get
Get
over
over
it.
It's like y'all's
Get
age.
over
Yeah.
it. What?
Yeah, like
Oh, the age different?
like
No.
Sam and John. Yeah, we're young adults. They're
We're
adults.
young and
Are we? Am I an adult in your eyes?
No.
Yeah.
no.
I'd put you in the young adult category.
YA.
If people are asking you,
definitely not.
if people are
Someone
asking
else?
you, you're too young to buy a house.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You are young.
Dude, we got Phineas and Ferb the
We
other
got
day.
Phineas the Verb.
Yeah.
Saw what MA says, not the a-hole. Oh, good God. Does sis husband know that sis is mad about this?
Yeah, dude. Red
Yeah.
flag. Red flag
Red
for
flag.
sure.
Red
I
flag.
mean,
Big old red flag.
to be mad about another relationship and to still be emotionally invested while you're in a relationship
Weird.
is definitely whack.
Yeah.
Definitely whack.
Not about it.
Not about it. I would feel so bad
Yeah.
as the husband.
Yeah. Saw it. MA continues. You had no way of knowing until just now that sis was angry. I would not want to be in her husband's shoes right now. OP responded, he was there during present, so he has to be aware. Even
Yeah.
thought we definitely talked more away from everyone. She made it pretty clear why she was mad while we were still sitting around. Commentator asks about OP's sister's marriage and plans. OP says, she was 26 when she got married. I'd say her wedding was a bit bigger because her husband has a wealthier family. She seemed fine after the wedding and there was no drama then, at least that I know of. I hadn't thought about pregnancy. They mentioned trying, but we haven't heard any big news since. But there is an update.
What does pregnancy have to do with anything?
I don't know.
Is it like she can't get pregnant, so she's like, oh, maybe my boy got bunk sperm and Greg don't?
Greg's got something else.
Greg,
I don't know. I
Greg's
don't know
got
why
some
it
of those
makes the
straight
difference.
shooters.
Anyway, there's an update. Things are pretty tense right now in my family, but less people are mad at me now. A
That's
lot
good.
of you were correct about the marriage issues between my sister and her husband.
Ah, okay.
There's got to be some.
Yeah, there's got to be something.
The other night, my mom invited me over to talk about what was happening. First, she apologized for telling me she was disappointed. Her and my dad were just upset that there was drama on Christmas. I apologized for picking the fight during the gift exchange because I know I definitely could have waited until later. Her and my sister have been talking a lot the past couple of days. I have yet to talk to her in person. Alicia told my mom that her husband, Chris, had told Alicia that I had been flirting with him and I had seduced him. I would never effing do that, so this was a pretty big shock to hear. He had never been weird to me.
The husband?
Alicia, the sister's husband, told Alicia that OP was flirting with him.
What?
Yeah, that's shocking.
Maybe he is just like,
Maybe he's
everyone
in-
loves Greg. I want someone to love me.
Yeah, this is the plot of Fleabag.
What's that?
You should watch Fleabag. That's the next show that we're going to watch.
Well,
It's basically...
can we not do shows? Can we do movies? Can we do a movie night?
No, it's a great show. There's only 2
Yeah.
seasons.
Oh, did you want to see Oppenheimer on the 25th?
She
I
said
don't
no.
know.
Oh, you already said no?
I don't want to watch that again.
Why?
It's long.
Remember,
Great.
she doesn't like the.
The
Oh,
portrayal of
right.
women.
She doesn't like the portrayal of woman.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
But big boom.
Big boobies.
See, that's exactly
I said
the
big
point.
boom.
She had told my mom a couple months back that Chris was interested in another woman, but never said who.
Oh.
Yikes.
Oh, is it?
OP.
Oh.
They had been going to couples counseling to help, and Alicia told my mom it had been helping. We're not sure what caused her to snap at Christmas specifically, since beforehand she told my mom things were getting better. My mom had called her the night after we fought, and that's when my sister told her that I was the person Chris had been talking about.
Oof. Oof, oof, oof.
Yikes.
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 And
And she's
Chris was
like-
probably projecting like what he wanted. Like
And,
he wanted.
and the sister's probably like, my sister's stolen 2 of the men.
Dang, it's one of these.
Yikes.
Oh, one of us.
Oh, it's a love triangle.
I just don't get why he pretended we had been flirting or why she'd even believe it. I had always been open about Greg, and I can't even think of the last time I've spoken to Chris without someone else present. I guess he wanted to avoid responsibility or something, but he didn't have to make that my issue. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
But the stealing comment she made towards me was because I guess she saw it as once is a coincidence, 2
Twice
is a pattern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's like a significant attractiveness difference between the sisters.
I don't know. Maybe there's
Because
insecurity.
it seems like there's some jealous, like, or maybe not an attractiveness thing, but there seems to be like some kind of there's definitely jealousy, and I
Probably
wonder
a little
if
bit of
like
jealousy.
the sister has always looked at OP as like a threat.
You
know? Kind of how I look at you.
Oh, and the sister thought I was some evil bee who wanted every guy she had. When my mom called me over, she didn't think I
So
was doing
Sophia does
anything.
to all my ex-girlfriends.
When my mom called me over, she didn't think I was doing anything with Chris, but she still asked to make sure, which really hurt, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's harsh. It's not like I can prove I'm not doing something, but she believes me at least.
That's good.
Since we've talked, she's been doing damage control on all the relatives who my sister was telling I was stealing her husband. Yikes. Stop it. This whole thing would have been easier if she had just talked to me about it. My mom said she would try to talk to Alicia, Some more to convince her I'm not trying to steal her husband. Greg's pissed. He's pissed at my whole family pretty much, but mostly Alicia and Chris. She texted Greg yesterday.
I feel like Greg's gonna want out of this family.
Yeah.
Like this is like if I was early on in a relationship and this was happening, I would be like, oh, I don't know if I want to be in all this drama.
She texted Greg yesterday. So sister Alicia texted Greg yesterday. OP only loves you because you were mine.
Whoa. That is a crazy.
That's a crazy thing to say.
Well, because
to your middle school boyfriend.
Yeah. But damn, well, like because the sister's thinking that OP is just trying to actively sabotage her life and like take things like just like like when I would get like ice cream and you didn't want ice cream, but then when I had ice cream, you're like, I want your ice cream.
No, that's not what happened.
That is always what happened.
No.
Sophia would be like, I want that toy or I want your food.
We would be eating ice cream and Sam would say, oh, let's have a race to see who can eat the ice cream the fastest. And then I would eat my ice cream really fast. And then Sam would be like, la-di-da, eating his ice cream slow as can be. And I'd be like, I won. And he's like, oh, that's true. And then I would have to watch him eat his ice cream.
I totally did that.
Yeah. So, don't know what you're talking about.
Damn, I totally forgot.
Yeah, I never forgot.
That was so funny.
It's coming up at your wedding. I'm going to bring it up as the karma.
Karma's a bitch. Yeah, you stole my ice cream. The thief of my joy. I'm going to steal your wife.
So I guess she doesn't believe my mom. He blocked her after that. I don't know. I was hoping the reasoning would have been something else. I'm not sure what to do. I don't know if my relationship with her can come back from this. And I refuse to be anywhere near Chris. Me too.
Dude, I like honestly, if I was Greg, I'm like, I don't know about this, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I mean, I don't know.
If you were Greg, would you leave?
No, I don't think I would leave because it's not like a sign that
I might not leave just because of it, but I would be like,
I don't want to see your family.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a red flag if you're having this many familial relationship issues this early into the relationship.
Yeah, I don't know. I would just I don't think it's necessarily a red flag. It just seems like I would be like I would say like, hey, I don't really want to hang out with your sister.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to deal with all this.
Yeah, but it seems like it's mainly just the sister. Like the parents were like, hey, sorry.
Like it doesn't seem like what we said at the beginning. It doesn't seem like OP is doing anything wrong.
No, it doesn't seem like OP did anything wrong. It seemed like the parents didn't know what was going on, and now that they do, they're on her side. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah, I think cut contact.
What do you think? No contact or low contact?
Low contact. Maybe.
Low contact. Yeah, just like family gatherings. Even the family gatherings where this all happened. I don't know. What would you do? Would you go low contact, no contact? I would love to hear in the comments below. Do we have any okay story times in the queue? I don't think we do. I don't
think so.
Riley, anything on you? No? Well, this has been another episode of OKOP. If you have a story, you should totally send it to us. Call us at 440-508-6567 or submit to our subreddit r/OKOP show.
Or if you have any movie recommendations.
Oh yeah. We're doing like movie night here. And so what we should plan another movie night.
Sure. We still have to plan Minecraft night.
Oh yeah.
You made that planning session and you just never came to it.
I didn't. But you never came to me about the planning session.
I was waiting for you. You literally went upstairs and you were like, I'll be right back. And you never came back.
Was I doing something? What was I doing?
No idea.
It's probably something important. I'm sorry. I should have been there. Well, how about right now? When do you want to do it?
I'm going low contact.
If you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We love you.
And see you tomorrow.